I finally admitted to myself that I get depressed. You don't want to say it out loud because then it's real. I also didn't want to be one of those kids who says they're depressed for sad boy clout.
Got my death note.
But it's been a tough past couple weeks, man. I've also had the flu for like 3 weeks, the same time I'm going through a depressive period. So every morning I'm waking up thinking, do I want to kill myself or do I just have to diarrhea everywhere? Right before Christmas, I said fuck it and booked a flight to New Orleans and left the next morning. I wanted to go somewhere warm to get out of the miserable brick New York cold. I wanted to visit a great city and also get drunk with strangers. New Orleans is the best place for all three. First couple days were great. I went to museums, I did touristy things, I saw parades, and I took pictures of stuff that feels different because you're on vacation. People really are different in the South. It always surprises me. I was taking videos with my tripod and some guy walks over and points at it, says, "That's legs?" I'm like, how do I answer that and not make you feel as stupid as that sounded? But the third day on the trip, I woke up and felt the same way. I didn't want to move. I just wanted to lay in bed and go on my phone, which sucked because I had made it that far in the trip without touching social media once. At 1 o'clock, I finally got out of bed, stepped outside, and the first thing I saw was this guy getting pulled over, and immediately he gets out of his car, which you don't do, and then he strips naked. I'm standing on the sidewalk with this homeless guy, watching this free entertainment. We're laughing our asses off. We see the guy get tased 3 times in the chest, and he eats it all. Then he chased me down the sidewalk with his dick out.
Nah, get away from me.
And this all has to do with depression, trust me. At first I felt guilty because my first thought was, this is gonna go viral, which blah blah, influencers only care about fame or whatever, that's for a different video. But seeing a seemingly sane man just driving, then flip a switch like he was on bath salts after I couldn't get out of bed for 4 hours, it made me realize that everybody's got something. We all deal with depression and anxiety. It took me so long to realize that because so many people in my generation use mental health for their underdog story. I used to make fun of depressed people. In high school, I went to this boarding school in New Hampshire because I got a scholarship. But most of the students there were straight out of treatment therapy centers. A lot of them were suicidal, addicts, anxious, but a lot of them just had rich parents that threw money at their kids' problems. These kids weren't depressed, they were teenagers. These kids were taking Xanax and antidepressants because they cried and got nervous sometimes. Then it became mainstream cool to be mentally unwell. Overly dramatic TV shows, rappers making hit songs about dying. I thought that depression was just a choice. What I never understood when I was in high school was how these people described depression as a disease. It just seemed too simple to cure, man. Just be happy. The sick part of depression is how it romanticizes itself. When you're depressed, there's a part of your brain that believes it's special because it's broken. You feel unique. You become almost proud that you have a disadvantage. That's the sickness. Because part of you also believes that you're worthless. Why are you sad? You have a good life. You're being fucking lazy piece of shit. Get out of bed, you cunt. You can't even move. You suck. When you start believing it's real, then it's real. Everybody deals with anxiety and depression. Not everyone knows they do. We all cope in different ways. Some people have God. Some people have colorful crystals. Some people have therapy, wine mom night. These are all coping mechanisms. Mental health is complicated, but it's also not at all. It's as simple as fear and doubt. If we were all content, nobody would do crazy shit to prove themselves. Nobody would start a family. If we were all normal and happy, nobody would do shit. I don't want to do YouTube videos. I don't want to do comedy. I don't want to do any of this shit. All I want to do is lay down vertically in my bed with some drugs and snacks. Unfortunately, that also makes me massively depressed. Nobody wants to get out of bed in the morning. Yeah, there's a couple people who do wake up and play upbeat commercial music. Let's start the day. Those people are psychopaths. They don't count. I mean normal people with jobs, with stress, with kids, with debt, with a failing business, rappers with 200 Instagram followers. Nobody wants to get up in the morning. You just do it.
Start my day up on the roof.
And that wasn't supposed to be a Nike ad. They don't sponsor me. But this video is sponsored by Dashlane. I don't know when every website made a pact that you need to make an account, but I probably have 20 different passwords from toaster websites to social media. And Dashlane provides 3 services: dark web monitoring, VPN for safe browsing, and a password manager. And for less than what one of those services will cost. Dashlane has helped me generate secure passwords because just yesterday I got 3 confirmation codes from different websites because somebody's trying to log into my Just please stop. If that's you, stop trying to log into it. I have different passwords for every site, you dick. Head over to dashlane.com/SNEAKO to get it on your first device for free and use the code SNEAKO for an additional 10% off on Dashlane Premium. You dig?